A dream that no one could save. A shelter, a home.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I was thinking I could do something a bit different. I enjoy doing the wig and makeup tutorials, however, I wanted to do more with my content. So I wanted to have a bit of commentary on my channel as well, because I have a lot of opinions and my family does not want to hear all of them. So you guys who are my other family maybe can hear them. So maybe I could just like do my hair and makeup and talk about current trends and things that are happening that affect us, especially as black women and black people. Also movie reactions. I want to do more with my content. I want to do easier things with my content. So let's get into the hair. This is a 14-inch unit. As you've noticed, I do not like very long hair. The hair is a deep ash blonde. It's a 360 wig, but then I decided to just go with just the normal, just wear it like a frontal because I didn't have patience to glue down the back. The color is unique. I bleached the hair, I toned the hair. Okay, I bleached the hair and then I put the hair into a bleach bath and then I toned the hair to get this color. So if you guys want to see how I came up with this color, it's very easy. Just let me know and I'll post a video on the same. And yeah, so let's get on to topics. Let's talk about things, let's talk about life. So let's talk about 2020. So this year, I can tell you guys, has been a very interesting year for me. I've definitely become more assertive about many things. First and foremost, I've been a person who's been lacking in a lot of direction in my life. Okay, not lacking in direction, but I've always been looking for my greater purpose. And this year, things have become very clear to me as to what my purpose should be in life, and I am definitely ready to pursue it. And yeah, I've also become extremely assertive about the types of friends I want in my life, the type of people I want in my life. Because as my mom always says, if you are sitting with 9 billionaires, then you'll be the 10th billionaire. And if you're sitting with 9 thugs, then you'll be the 10th thug, So obviously the types of friends you have in your life are very important. I realized there were a couple of people in my life that were bringing me down, and they were giving me a lot of low vibrational energy, and I was not into it at all. And yeah, so those relationships I severed. I also discovered many things regarding like the direction in which I'm taking my life. Well, I can say that I've worked a lot since I was 18 years old. I've had many jobs, and yeah, I've had many businesses, you can say. I've done a lot in my life. But then it was never really clear in what direction God was taking me. So in 2020, I learned the power of prayer, like serious prayer. Something about thinking you're about to die makes you pray a lot. So yeah, at the beginning of the pandemic, I began praying. So I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, the orange one. I would like to correct under my eye, though I've been hydrating, so you guys have noticed my skin is looking good and I am glowing. I drink 2 of these bottles every single day. That's a total of like 2.8 liters of water. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. 2020 January. That was the beginning of possibilities for me. I discovered that there are so many opportunities out there for me. I was I was approached with an opportunity I never thought I could get like before. So I was shocked that I was even considered for the opportunity. And that kind of set, that was actually in late December last year. And that actually set the tone to me wanting to pursue my dreams. Of course, the opportunity did not pan out exactly, but again, everything happens in God's time, so I'm not going to complain about it. But the fact that they considered me, the fact that they called me and considered me, that was a big green light for me to follow my dreams. I'd sort of given up on what I wanted to achieve. So late December, headed towards early January 2020, late December 2019 to early January 2020, I was really hopeful. And at the time, when I was approached the opportunity, of course, I drew nearer to God. You know, I began praying a lot. Like, I'm Catholic, so I began doing my novenas, doing my rosaries. I was so excited, you know. I was thanking God, I went for mass. It was just a lot. And here is something good. Anytime you go through something like exciting, something good, thank God. Remember to get down on your knees and thank God for that situation, because God is the one who goes ahead of you and like speaks on your behalf. He's your champion, you know. So I was so grateful. Then of course, there was also a bit of negativity in the beginning of the year. I experienced a few things I don't think I would have. I can't disclose them, but I experienced a bit of, let's just call it low vibrational energy, and it put me in like a bad space, you know. So I was anticipating, here I was with an opportunity at hand, and I was anticipating like something great to happen to me, then something nasty happens to me. Then at the same time, I discovered that the opportunity that I had been waiting for was not going to come because of A, B, C, and D. You know, things happen. And I sort of got depressed in a way. Okay, yeah. Let's call it depression, because I was not happy. I was like, why do bad things always happen to me? Why do I have to anticipate things? So yeah, today is a special day. I'm going in with my MAC foundation in the color NC50. This is like the most common MAC shade, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not a makeup artist. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about this foundation is the fact that it doesn't have an applicator. I have to make my own applicator. So yeah, like I experienced something that was negative, and all my psyche, especially my spiritual psyche, kind of left the church. I was a bit depressed, I was a bit sad. I felt like I was back to square one, yeah? Like I would never achieve what I wanted to achieve, and I kind of slacked on prayer. Then the whole pandemic came. So from Feb, I had been watching a lot of CNN. So yeah, I was watching a lot of CNN, and I was aware of coronavirus before most Kenyans were. And trust me, I'm like a champion in panicking. Guys, look at my skin. Oh my god. Water and a lot of fruit does wonders for skin. So yeah, I was aware of coronavirus. I was watching news. I was having literal nightmares. I was like on a whole other space. I remember telling my mom and my sister about it, and they were like, what is coronavirus even? Like, what is it? What are you even talking about? This is not even in Kenya yet. Then I was like, oh my god, it's only a matter of time before it comes to Kenya. So yeah, I was in a very bad space between Feb and March. Then COVID was announced in Kenya. Let's just say I panicked. I was about to like create a bunker for me to hide until this whole thing had passed. I wasn't happy. I was blaming the government for allowing this to happen. I was just in a very bad place. Then we all moved from, okay, I have an office job, so we all moved from working in the office to working from home. So there's also the bit of isolation from my colleagues at the office, people that I talk to every single day. But because I'm an introvert, I can say, I'm an introvert, I'm here talking to a camera, so I'm an introvert. But yeah, I can say I was really happy about working from home. That's one plus for 2020. Like, I've always wanted to be able to work from home, make my own hours, so that I can do the things I want to do as well. And that was a big plus for me. So I was pretty excited, though I missed my colleagues. Like, I missed the whole going to the office, dressing up, wearing makeup. But then because I was also not in a very good place mentally, I ate myself to like 3 sizes bigger. So I was eating fries every day because food kind of consoles me when I'm not feeling very nice. About my life, I was just in a bad place, let's just say. If you want to know if I'm depressed, you would just notice, just if I'm gaining weight, there's a problem somewhere. Look at how well laid our lace is. So it's like there's no difference between where I've put the foundation and where I haven't. So yeah, fast forward into March, the whole country is like, oh, you know, now everything is in lockdown. I remember I used to buy potatoes and I used to wash every single potato and leave it out to dry because I was afraid there was COVID. To this day, I actually take a lot of precautions, by the way. I don't like meeting with people and I'm not wearing masks. I didn't eat out for the longest period of time. Then, yeah, so my personal life was going to hell. My spiritual life had all but disappeared because I was not happy about not having gotten the opportunity that I was looking forward to. Which, by the way, God is not conditional. You're not supposed to look at Him as the giver of good things. But when things don't come, you do not stick to your religious life. That's just wrong. Then, yeah, I couldn't go to church because, you know, churches were locked down. I just felt so down. I felt so lost. I felt like I was losing so much of my normal life. I just felt like I was losing a lot. So yeah, I then took up a few extra projects in my personal life. Like, I decided that I have to get out of this funk. I can't live like this every day, feeling like it's the end of the world. Even though the world is ending, it's not ending now. So I decided, let me just try and do some personal development things. So I got back on my diet. There was even, okay, sometime early in the year, I even started working out. I was doing like 300 sit-ups a day, but then I fell out of that routine because, again, when the devil is following you, they will follow you and he will find you wherever you are hiding. So there was some negativity that just made me stop working out, exercising, eating well. So I stopped. But then I knew that I could, because I had never seen myself working out for a whole week straight without stopping, without anyone telling me, oh, let's go to the gym together. I was just working out in the house because of COVID, I'm not going to any gym. So yeah, right now I've kind of gotten back into my dieting, drinking water, trying to lose weight, just trying to be in a good place. And I've also tried to get back my spiritual life. I started going for mass again and I started praying again. You know, there was a lot that was missing. There was a period there when I was very black. And actually I can say that one key reason why I started praying again is because there was a bit of negativity in my life. There's some things, okay, how do I explain it? Sometimes you feel spiritually something is just not for you, you know. You feel spiritually like you're lost, like you don't want to be part of something. It's just not sitting well with your soul. And that forced me to pray. That forced me to sit down, take my rosary and start doing my novenas and asking God to show me a way to free me from the negative emotions, from the wave of negative emotions. So yeah, I prayed, and sure as we say in Kiswahili, hakika kama mauti, as certain as death. Yeah, God helped me out, and I know it's not a very good analogy, but God came through for me completely. He helped me out, and I'm nothing but a sitting testimony. Nothing. Like, He sorted me out the way I needed to be sorted out, and I have so much peace. I had to break up a few relationships that were not right for me. I found myself in a much better place. I began working towards my dreams because I have so many of them, and I know that without any fear that God is going to make my dreams come true. So where I'm seated right now, when it comes to my personal goals and initiatives and the things I need, I know that God has my back, and I'm sitting here in a place of faith, in a place of testimony, and in a place of understanding what my purpose is. I'm in a place where I'm feeling very assertive and ready to pursue my goals. That's why I think, even for this diet that I have been on, it's been like a month and a half and I've lost so much weight. But even before I started dieting, I prayed about it. I told God, I have gained so much weight. I'm not happy with the way I look. When I'm doing my makeup, I have to contour my face extra hard. That's why it's even been a bit hard to post videos. So yeah, I prayed about it, and God helped me out. This diet I'm on, I have never sat in a room where there are people eating fries and I'm not even interested. I'm just like, yeah, you guys eat your fries. For me, I need to lose weight. Like, that iron will has come from God. You know, this has become a bit of a testimony video. But that's okay, because who am I if I do not testify about what my God can do for me, yeah? So yeah, I began working out. Okay, not working out. Let's just say I've been dieting, but when it comes to working out, I'll try. I want to try and start jogging now that I've lost a bunch of weight. And again, I want to give all glory and honor to God for this far I have come. And I also discovered this year that by letting go of a few relationships that were kind of crowding me, I've been able to work on my personal life. Let me tell you something, guys. As an introvert, it's kind of hard when you feel like you're suffocating or smothered in a way. When you feel like you cannot be yourself, like when you feel like you want time, you know, we kind of charge in situations where we are alone, like we are like a phone charging. We need that time away from people, we need that time away from situations, so that we can sit down and work on what is truly important to us. Yeah. So by cutting off some of the negative relationships, and I can assure you some of them were even with family, it kind of helped me like move forward, forge my way forward. It helped me have time to work on my personal goals. And right now where I'm seated, I'm not backing down. Until I achieve what I need to achieve in the name of Jesus, I am not backing down. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to forge ahead until I achieve what I need to achieve, because I know I have the Spirit of God in me. I know that I am highly favored. I know that I am divinely favored, and that's a journey that I can travel. That's a journey that I can travel, and I can travel successfully, and I can get there safely, because he who is in me is greater than he who is on this earth. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen in this video? So yeah, then of course on my YouTube front, I have 67 subscribers, and yeah, I mean, I thank God for the growth. I definitely want to work on my YouTube channel to make more content, because I have all this equipment already, so I can't let it go to waste. I'm so blessed to have everything I need for YouTube. So yeah, there are many things I'm interested in. So this year was also a year of learning myself. Yes, I surprised myself this year. There are things I never thought that I could do that I did, and I'm proud of myself for them. having time in quarantine, I think everyone can attest to this, has made you more aware of self. For me, it has. Let me find my concealing brush. So I'm going to use this flat tip brush from BH Cosmetics. I want to conceal around my eyebrows. So yeah, clearly you've noticed a change in my routine when doing my makeup. That's because I don't usually talk when I'm doing my videos, so I always start with my eyebrows. But then today, because I was talking, I got confused, so I started with my eyebrows. Sorry, I started with my foundation, which is strange, but alright, let's just ignore the fact that I followed the wrong procedure. I know you guys can see my lashes are looking a bit ratchet. That's because the last time I got my lashes done, the COVID cases were very few, so I was confident. I was like, you know, I can get my lashes done. But now that the cases are back up and we are on the second wave, I'm not getting my lashes done, so you guys will just have to contend with these. They're not so bad. I still look cute, I think. So let me conceal underneath my eye. And I watched some of my other makeup tutorials. I'm not such a fan of the way I've been doing my eyeshadow. I don't know. I want to do less is more. As I told you guys before, I'm still learning about makeup. I'm learning about all this stuff. So yeah, I'm concealing under my eye with the Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Caramel. So just use a tiny bit. So yeah, as I said, I have discovered I don't like my makeup tutorials that much. I'm not that great at makeup, so I decided less is more, and that's going to be my mantra moving forward. Less is more. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I've learned a lot about myself. Something about being alone with yourself teaches you a lot, and it's good because I'm sure not everybody knows their likes, their dislikes. Not everybody knows what they can handle and what they can't handle. I don't think people love being alone with themselves unless you're an introvert like me. But the good thing about being alone with yourself is that you learn a lot about yourself. And it's good because if you do not know who you are, if you don't know yourself, if you don't understand yourself, then you may never want to, you may never know what your dreams, what your goals are truly. You may think you want something, but then you discover that's not exactly what you wanted. That's not the direction you want to take your life in. And those are tough lessons I've had to learn in 2020. Things I thought I wanted, and then I discovered I don't want them. People I thought I wanted in my life, and then I discovered I don't want them. And it's okay. It's okay to break relationships if they're not working for you. It's okay to stop things if you don't feel they're right for you. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, right? So you have to make the choices that are best for you. Nobody else is going to make the choices that are best for you, except for yourself. So if you make choices to please others, if you make decisions for the sake of others and never for yourself, then who will put you first? Because the world is not about to put you first. So those are lessons I learned, and yeah, so I decided moving forward, I just do what's right for me, what feels right, what feels spiritually right, what feels good for me, because I too matter, you know, I matter. Everyone matters, and they do, but they matter. Another thing I learned within the same breath is the power of sacrifice. Sacrificing for people you love, sacrificing for family, sacrificing for friends, doing things for others because they mean so much to you. That's also very important. So yeah, I don't think I'll conceal on top of my eyebrows because I think it's good enough. Again, we said less is more, and that's going to be our mantra moving forward. So yeah, I decided to get myself some Fenty lip gloss. Ooh. So yeah, I also learned the power of sacrificing. I made a sacrifice for, I've been making sacrifices for people, but then there are people in my life who are not optional, and those are people I can sacrifice for. And I discovered that sacrificing for people I love is, this is the color we're going with, this is hot chocolate. It's not a little, because my lips feel ashy and crinkum crakum. I just wanted my lips to feel alive, you know. They look alive now. So yeah, I decided there are people I can sacrifice for, and people who are important to me, and it makes me feel good to help the people I love. It makes me feel good to go out and do something extra special for them. It makes me feel good to put them first, because for me, I'm a very family-centered person, yeah? So I have to make choices that like put my family first. If it doesn't help my family, then I don't want to do it, you know, because they are my priority. So yeah, I understand the power of sacrifice, and I appreciate that sacrifice is important for people you love, and I love being able to do things for the people I love. So that's another thing I learned about myself. And when they're happy, I'm happy. So there's nothing wrong in also putting other people first. So you have to learn to put yourself first and the people you love first in the same breath. And then you have to make sure God is like at the top of the, if you are religious like me, if you're a Christian like me, if you're Catholic specifically like me, you know, like you put God first, yeah? So that's another thing I learned. And something else I learned. So I'm going in with the True Complexion Contour Palette, which was too dark for me. I'm using it as an eyeshadow palette because, hey girl. So I'm going to go in with a sculpting shade. I think I'll go between these two. So I also discovered that I don't owe people. As in, I can owe somebody something, but if it doesn't make me happy, I don't owe you to do something for you that will make you happy, that won't make me happy, you know. Like when I talk about sacrifices for my family, often you'll find that sacrifices you make for your family are also making you happy. Like if, for example, you're buying a car for your family, you also stop using matatus, yeah? So that's a good thing. But then there are also a few people in your life who may feel like they're entitled to you and what you have to offer. A few people who feel like they're entitled to your energy. There are people who find people with light in them and they tend to latch onto them. And yeah, I call them energy vampires. It's not a Christian thing to say, but I don't like people who suck away all my positive energy. People who want to dwell on what's wrong and why it's not going right. Because at the end of the day, as a Christian, the only reason I exist is to love, to know, to love, and to serve God. And anything else in between is vanity. And when I'm on my spiritual journey, when I'm walking my spiritual journey, when I'm trying my best to just grow spiritually and to be in a positive place, to be in a positive mindset. Because remember, I think it's Philippians 14, it says, think of all things honorable. So you will find there are people who latch onto you and always bring your energy down. One way or another, they always try to make you make verbal covenants, for example. So, okay, I believe in making covenants. I believe in power of the tongue. So if I say, for example, I am going to be a billionaire, I am going to be a billionaire. Power of the tongue. I have said it. What the mouth says, the mouth has power. Because we are Christians, our mouth has power. The things we say have power. So if I feel somebody is trying to make me make covenants that are not exactly in my favor, they're not things that I want in my life, and they just try and play it off like I'm being overly dramatic, they don't understand where I'm coming from, and then they latch on to me. If I'm in a good place, they will always find a way to bring me down or something. Then I don't need you in my life. I don't need that in my life. Especially now, I think I've become too old to... I think I know what I want, and if I don't want that, then don't bring it. If you bring it, then there will be repercussions, and we will no longer be friends, or we will no longer be, okay, you can't say we'll no longer be family, but we will just not be on that level, you know. So I learned that the hard way, and I had to learn to stand up for myself. Things that didn't make me happy, I just stopped doing them, because nobody else will sacrifice for me except for my family. So when I find myself making more of a sacrifice for someone else, and that person seems to be looking at me for the purposes of their benefit and never looking at me, finding out if I'm okay, it's not worth it. And so that's the direction in which I took my life, and that's the direction I'm taking my friendships moving forward. So now I'm not only more assertive than I was last year, I'm also very grateful to God for the lessons that I have learned, because I've had to learn some very hard lessons. I've had to learn that life on earth is not permanent. I've seen so many deaths this year. I have seen so many people lose loved ones this year. It's been a hard year for everybody. People I thought could never die, died. I've seen so much pain this year. I've felt so much pain this year. But then, in the same breath, I feel vindicated. I'm okay being me. I'm okay appreciating myself as I am. I never even appreciated my body. I always felt like I'm too big, I'm not beautiful enough. I wasn't even proud of myself. Like, do you know, I never go anywhere without a sweater on, because I feel like my body, yeah, and it's not even a joke, I feel like my body is not perfect. I feel like it's not where I want it to be. So instead of whining and crying about it this year, 2020 has been special, I've decided, let me do something about it. And I'm not going to stop. Again, as I said, when I have a purpose, I give it to God. Sorry, all the water I've been drinking. I give it to God. Then when God has it for me, and He accepts my purpose for me, and He carries my purpose for me, I can follow it to completion. I am a woman of faith. I believe in God. So I believe He has the final say in my life. And when I feel things are impossible, He's the only possibility maker in my life. He's the only one who can make the impossible possible. So I know He's taking care of me in that aspect. So yeah, those are lessons learned this year. Then there has also been a lot of things happening. We had the Black Lives Matter riot. That, I'm not even an American, that affected me negatively. Again, low vibrational energy. I was not protecting my energy. Guys, in life, you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your energy. You have to cover yourself. Because if you don't, you will find yourself dragged into every situation. You'll find yourself always feeling unhappy and feeling like you're not going anywhere, you know. Okay, so I need an eyeshadow that's in the family of gold. So yeah, I was talking about protecting your energy. Oh yeah, I was talking about the other things that happened in 2020. So we had the Black Lives Matter, we had what happened with George Floyd, we had what happened to Breonna Taylor, we saw fellow black people being killed. In Nigeria right now we have SARS. This year has been extremely low vibrational. There has been so much negativity. When you turn on the TV, there is so much negativity going on everywhere. Nobody seems to be happy. So it takes a bit of precision to apply this. So that's my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. The Jackie Aina palette, I'm just applying some gold. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't need more. Oh, the color I'm going in with is this one. It's $6. It's like a New Jersey accent, I think. So I think that's good enough. Just need to finish up with the brownish shadow. So yeah, we had those riots. We had the COVID millionaires in Kenya. Like, there has been a lot of negative stuff this year. And if you subscribe to negativity, I think this year has finished you completely. As we say in Kenya, imekumaliza kabisa. Because there was so little to look forward to when you put on the TV. There is so much negativity. And so I also had to learn the importance of guarding myself from subscribing to negativity. You know, things that are negative sell. Things that are bad sell. Things that make people unhappy sell. So if you're not too careful, you'll find so much of it in the media, people selling it, and you're watching all those videos and you're spending hours on end trying to see what's happening in the world, and it kind of depresses you. So okay, again, this is another two-sided situation, because in one aspect you have to see and understand what's going on in the world. In another aspect, you also have to make sure that your mental health is up to date, you know. Mental health is like a software, it's like an antivirus software, in my opinion. You have to make sure that all the relevant updates are done. Because you won't stop going onto the internet, you won't stop downloading things you want to download, but you have to make sure that you're protected. So I've had to learn the importance of taking care of my mental health, not dwelling on too much of the negative stuff, and understanding that even though I can't change everything that is in the world, I still need to understand what's going on with my brothers and sisters. You know, you have to empathize with people. And speaking of empathizing with people, oh, that was a wrong brush. What the hell? Where did I put this? Another thing, I've also had a few of my friends going through some very difficult things. You know, with the pandemic, there has been a lot of bad stuff that has happened to people. I've had some of my friends' businesses shut down, their sources of income taken away from them. And again, within those trials and tribulations, I've learned the power of prayer. I've learned the power of sitting down and telling God, this is my friend, this is his needs, these are her needs. And take care of her, God. Take care of him, God. He is important to someone, and he is important to me. And the most important part, he is your child, she is your child, and she is important to you. Take care of them. I have never had a year where I have prayed for more friends than this year. I can say 2020 has been a year when my spiritual life has just had to be built. I had to fortify my faith, you know. So there has been that. Then we've also had the US presidential election, which we're still waiting for the results. And yeah, I like politics. I thought I didn't like politics, but turns out, again, by spending time with myself, I learned that I like politics. It's not bad to care about what's happening in the world. It's okay. It's alright. It doesn't make you a dumb to like politics. I never liked politics. I was like, politics is as bad as soccer. You can miss me with that. But now, I like politics. I'm interested. We have the BBI rallies going on. we're anticipating a vaccine, because how the hell will you ever get back to normal? I don't know. Then there's so many conspiracy videos and theories about the vaccines. So many people who are like, I'm not going to take the vaccine, I'm an anti-vaxxer. There's so much information in 2020. All you need to do is type it into your machine and search, and you will find it. Anything you need to find out, just go on Google, it's there. Go on YouTube, it's there. Though most of my conspiracy theory channels, the ones that I liked, have all been shut down. There was a purge on Google, on YouTube, and they were all removed. So yeah. But then now I finally understand what a Discord server is. I've been trying to find the channels there. I've subscribed to so many Patreons this year because I want to get content that can't be on YouTube. There is a lot of information. There is a lot of information. All you need to do is search. You will find everything you're looking for there. So 2020 has been a year and a half. I have never seen a year like this. A year that can both purge, like it can remove all. It's like 2020 is also cleansing us and purifying us from a lot of stuff that was not right. All our institutions have been identified. All the institutional inefficiencies, or the inefficiencies within our society as a human race, have all been highlighted during COVID-19 pandemic. All the vulnerable sides of it have been identified. You know, all the vulnerabilities we have in our society have been identified. Things that are not working well within our society have been identified. Things like racism, things like heightened poverty, because there have been people, there are people who are currently homeless because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And if you're still living at home, if you still have water, electricity, food on your table, you have to thank God for all of that. Because not everybody during this pandemic has been that lucky. There have been so many life-changing things in 2020. And I feel like even after the US presidential election is over, there will be more changes to come, you know. So just be grateful to God for what you have. Be grateful to God if you're still eating, if you can still see your mother and call your mother and call your father. If you haven't lost any family members this year, that's a lot to thank God for. That's a lot. That's a lot. He deserves all the honor and glory. Even in bad situations, he deserves it. So I think I'll do a red lipstick because nothing looks as good as a red lipstick. So I'll go in with the Rain lipstick from Canva Cosmetics. It's a Kenyan owned brand and I absolutely love it. And what is life without highlighter? Oh, child. So there is a lot to thank God for in 2020. And through all the negativity, just look at what you've learned. Because I don't think there's a year in which people have learned as much as we have in 2020. We've learned a lot. A lot. And we should be grateful for the lessons. We should be grateful for the purging. It's like we've gone on a mental diet. Everybody has gone on a mental diet. Just so many changes. what you thought would always be is not the case. So I'm going to set my makeup with the MAC Prep and Prime. Today I'm doing MAC product only, it seems. Okay. I'm swimming in it. Okay, I think I just need to ooh, child, things are good easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Yeah, so this is the final look, and those are my final feelings. And as we are closing 2020, make sure that you learn your lessons, learn, accept what you can change, accept what you cannot change, and what you can change. If you can improve yourself, improve yourself. If it's spiritually, physically, emotionally, it's your time now. You only get one life. You've seen how many of our fellow human beings have lost their lives, whether to coronavirus or police brutality, violence, whether it's car accidents. This year the angel of death has just been looking and lurking in every shadow, you know. So yeah, it's your life. So think about you. Put yourself first. Put the people you love first, and put God above everything. And learn your lessons. Listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Hardly is your heart wrong about things. Your heart will tell you. When you listen to the beating of your heart, when you listen to, like, when you do a deep reflection of yourself, you will see that some of the things you think you don't want, you do want. And you will see that some of the things you think you want, you may not want. Some of the people you want, you may think you want in your life, you discover you don't want. Listen to your heart. It's so cliche, but it's true. Listen to your heart. Follow your dreams. Be resilient. Leave no stone unturned. And remember, your mouth has power in it. So the things you say about yourself, you sit around saying, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I will, for example, if you want to get married, I'll never get married. Or if you want to become a millionaire, you're like, I'm always broke. No. Change the way you talk about yourself. Change the way you see yourself in the mirror. Stand in the mirror every single morning and give God thanks for one thing that is good in your life. Like today I can say, I'm thankful that my skin is glowing, that water regimen is really working, but I have been hydrating. Sis has been hydrating. My skin is, I'm not taking chances with my skin anymore. And if it's a diet you've gone on, like, stand in front of the mirror and say, thank you God for my beautiful body. I may need to lose a few pounds, and you can help me in that journey. Or if you find yourself big and beautiful, you know, body positivity is not just a movement. It's a thing, it's a feeling, it's a lifestyle, you know. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. It starts with loving yourself. It starts with accepting yourself. It starts with accepting your thoughts, accepting your faith, accepting who you are. Before I can accept you, you need to accept yourself. So there's that. Yeah, as in 2020 is a purge, for sure. For sure. It's like all the toxicity is also being removed from our veins in 2020. All the negativity, all the wrong connections that are not divine, everything that is wrong is just being purged out of our lives. So go with it. Let it do what it does, yeah? Let it do what it do. You know, let it be what it is. But trust the process. Trust the process of becoming. I never read the book by Michelle Obama, but trust the process. Come into yourself. And with those 100,000 remarks, I will Thank you. If you've enjoyed the video, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to see more commentary videos like these, comment, share, subscribe. And if you like, comment, share, subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you for letting me express myself. And let's look forward to better content in 2020. And bye.
Can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign, give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you, and here we go again. Staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. I just wanna let you know I could go for this. No.